Greetings and salutations, Earthlings. I should really clear my throat before I do these things, but I never do that. All right, today feels like, and this is like a culmination of the past few weeks, but you know those videos or like an art thing where they just start throwing colors everywhere and you're like, what is that even like gonna be, right? And it goes on for a while and you're like, what? I have no fucking idea. Like they're just making things messier and messier. Okay. And then all of a sudden it'll kind of start to come together. So today doesn't feel like we're seeing the picture yet, right? But today feels like we are starting to figure out that this fucking mess is going to become something. So it's like intuitively, or there's an understanding of like, hold on, like this is so messy and weird that it's gotta be something's got to be coming together, because it's almost like the most deliberate mess that you ever saw. That's my interpretation and I'm sticking to it. I'm going to pull some cards. I think you can hear me okay. Hold on. Okay, I had to make sure the microphone was on. So I'm going to bust out which cards. And this is a new deck. And I haven't memorized it. So, and it's also not super intuitive. So I'm going to be reading the definition, but this, we'll call it, this gets timeless, right? The interpretation of the astrology chart and all of that. If you are watching this and it's not, January 28th, 2022, that's okay, because you could just be in this energy in your own life. Transformation. Like 1,000 storms held in hands soft against the wind, there is change arising from deep within. God damn it. Like, I'm telling you guys, I'm going to read this, but that's what it feels like. Like there's transformation and we're just starting to feel internally what's going on. Venus is kind of grinding to a halt, like slowing her gears down, right, in the retrograde, and then she'll be direct tomorrow. That is an inner, we've been like investigating our inner landscape since December 18th or 19th, right around there. And so it's just been this like murky kind of, relationships might be sort of muddy, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's like, okay, so I just kind of saw like there's a little body of water and the water was really clear, and then there's a rock thrown into it and that brings all of this dust up or something like that. And then there's a crystal that was uncovered because the dirt kicked up, and then eventually the dust will settle again and the water will be clear, right? But there was a purpose to all of that being like unsettled up into the water to make it murky so we could see things that were on the bottom surface. Yeah, that need to be seen, right? And then the water will become clear again, but we had to see what was covered up underneath the ground. Blah, blah. Okay, 39. That's like the very last card almost. Here we go. Okay. What is transformation but changing one thing into another? We are all after some alchemy, turning the lead of our lives into golden dreams and opportunities. A witch's specialty. She knows how to bend energy to her will and make something out of nothing at all. Alchemy, magic, manifestation, it all leads to the same things, changing what was into what you want it to be. There is an endless supply of resources for how you might go about such a change. There is no right or wrong answer for the transformation you seek. When transformation finds itself in a reading, it is because you are on the cusp of a significant shift. The winds are rolling in, so you better get ready. Even if you aren't aware of it, you've set things in motion. Every thought, every prayer, every action and inaction is a seed of manifestation waiting to take root. You, my most beloved, are about to see this manifestation surface. Be prepared, as this may be swift and unpleasant like a tornado. This transformation will be especially unpleasant if you have pulled the Banshee card, which we haven't. And I'm not getting that necessarily, unless you don't own your shit. Like if you are not owning your own shit, it might be like a tornado for you. Whatever you've avoided, if you haven't used this Venus retrograde to really accept responsibility, or acknowledge areas of your life that need to be addressed, then it might be like a tornado. But you've been facing your shit and you're just kind of like, what the hell is going on here? I think you're going to start feeling like, all right, I see something like coming together. Change is rarely easy. Sometimes change comes to us in ways we least expect, forcing us to make moves we wouldn't have done on our own. These might be destructive and chaotic, but the dust will settle and we will be left with a clean slate to fill with everything we truly want. Yeah. Do a couple of these guys. Yeah, it's really this take inspired action. Don't force things, but but be courageous, right? If don't act out of fear, right? Act out of courage. So if there is something that you are afraid to do, you should probably do it. If there's something that you want to do because you're afraid, you probably shouldn't do it. So there's that. Oh. Uncertainty. The shades of gray within the fog will eventually lift. Yeah, it's just things are very unclear right now. You're fucking kidding me. Transform. Emerge with beauty and grace from your cocoon. Transform, transformation, uncertainty. Hi, the reading today is a fucking non-answer. How do you like your non-answer? Yeah, everything is jacked up. Deal. It's gonna be better. It is gonna be better. I'm really getting that. I mean, there's one more. Right. It's longer than I thought it was going to be. Good fortune, invite magic in. Okay. This is what I was saying, where like, see how over on this side, it's kind of like unclear, sort of murky, right? But then over here, it's really bright. But there's this is magic, like whatever is happening, no matter how difficult or ugly or scary it might look, it's magical. And actually, I mentioned this the other day in a video, like, can you hold the light in your hand and know that there's light and it's shining, right? It's this faith, hope, holding on to faith that good things are coming, that magic is coming in, no matter how weird or fucked up it might look. Yeah, I'm liking these words. We have explore. Maps show what has already been discovered. Go another way. Okay. And guidance. Find safety in your beacon's light. Light. I was just talking about holding a light in your hand. I feel like we are going to be given inspiration to for any action or anything that we should do, right? And that fear, like if you're doing something because you're afraid, you probably shouldn't do it. If you're not doing something because you're afraid to do it, you should probably do it. I got chills when I said that, so that feels like a pretty powerful thing for this time right now, especially over the next few days as Venus and Mercury go direct. And you will be guided, but this explore, maps show what has already been discovered, go another way. So we're not trying to force something that we might have our like blinders on, and that's all we see. Use your peripheral, like what picture is emerging out of all of these like screwed up colors that are being mixed together. Spirit, the universe, God is conspiring with just everything to create something for you, right? But you've got to keep your vision wide because there's a bigger picture. Anyway, I've got to go buy wedding rings. I'm gonna be a fucking wife. I'm getting married in like a few weeks, which is totally weird and amazing. But anyway, have a great day on earth, guys. Peace. Namaste.